We are here at IAGS and I'm very excited to have Cassady Harraden talk to me. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Jessica?
Thank you for chatting to me today.
Of course.
So what brings you all the way down to Australia?
Yeah. It's a great opportunity, of course, to come to this conference. I've never been before. This is my first time at the IAGS.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
And of course, any opportunity to come to Australia.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to take that.
Exactly, because you've lived here before, haven't you?
I have, yeah. So I did my PhD down in Hobart, Tasmania at CODES.
Yes.
Yeah. So we lived there for about 4 years and then moved to Perth.
Yep.
We were in Perth for almost a year.
Awesome.
And I was working with CoreScan at the time.
Yep.
So yeah, we miss Australia, but it's really nice to be back. So
very lucky down here. It's pretty cool.
You are. Yes.
Yeah. And you did a presentation this week as well, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
What was some of the big things from that talk?
Yeah. So it's some of my postdoc work. So I'm a postdoc at the University of British Columbia with the Mineral Deposit Research Unit. And we are looking at using the handheld LIBS system. So the portable LIBS. And we're trying to come up with ways to convert the spectral signature that comes off of that instrument into mineralogy, which is really cool because it can be applied. You know, mineralogy is everything we do. So this is a geochemistry conference, but we're ultimately looking at the minerals. So it's really sort of the fundamental piece in being able to then further interpret the signatures that are coming off of those instruments. So
that's cool. And so do you think LIBS plays a big part in finding it all out?
I think, yeah, absolutely. So LIBS is a really cool technology because it's really fast. And it has the advantage over things like XRF can struggle with lighter elements, so things that have lower atomic numbers. So things like lithium, which is a big thing right now, you know, boron and magnesium. They can be really tricky with XRF systems. So it's an opportunity to have a tool in the field that allows us to see those lighter elements. And particularly if you're doing lithium exploration, it's a really good tool in that space.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Thanks for the little lesson there.
Of course. Yeah.
So what got you into geochemistry to begin with? Geology?
Yeah. So it's a really good question. So I actually don't consider myself a geochemist. I consider myself a mineralogist more so, sort of posing as a geochemist this week. But my dad was actually a geologist. He was a petroleum geologist. And so I grew up around geology. And of course, when you're a teenager and you're rebellious, you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do what dad does. But then I got really into sort of paleontology when I was like in high school. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go and be a paleontologist. But I went to school in Colorado and we did an ore deposits class. And I really, really enjoyed the ore deposits class. And through that, I got a job interview for a summer internship up at the Pebble Project in Alaska, which is like one of the absolute like biggest porphyry deposits.
That's cool.
It's on all of Kathy's slides that you see next to Olympic Dam. And so I went up and did that and I really enjoyed it. And I was like, this is where I need to be.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And so you're based Vancouver now, right?
I am, correct. Yeah.
So what have been your favorite places to visit?
Oh, man. Okay. That's a really good question. So I really do enjoy traveling. From a geology perspective, everywhere I go, it's like, what are the rocks? What are the rocks? Which is a lot of fun. Australia's really amazing. Like what a beautiful place to be sort of in nature and see all the different landforms that are here in Australia. So that's a lot of fun. When we lived in Tassie, we used to go up Mount Wellington.
Tassie's beautiful.
It is. It's such a nice spot in the world.
Reminds me a lot of Vancouver, actually.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny. I think they're about the same latitude, but on opposite sides, like opposite hemispheres. So we have the same wines and very similar climates, actually.
Yes.
So and Vancouver's beautiful for rocks. So same thing. You know, you've got the ocean, but then you have these mountains that just pop out of nowhere and really good rock exposures there as well. So
that is so cool.
It's lovely. Have you been to Vancouver?
I have. Yes. Always for the Roundup conferences.
Of course.
Yes. But no, I want to explore more of BC because it looks incredible.
It's fabulous. If you get a chance, go out to the Okanagan and get some wine.
Oh, okay.
It's quite nice.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I'll definitely give you a call in
Please.
January.
Let's just say, please. We will drive out. It'll be fantastic.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So what's next for you then?
In life or in
everything?
Everything, yeah. So I'll be headed back to Vancouver, and we've got, of course, a lot going on at UBC, trying to wrap up the end of the year. We've got a lot of sponsor presentations, and I've got a year left on my postdoc, so I'm really lucky. I get another year to work with everybody that's in the Porphyry Project. I work quite closely with SciAps, so I get another year of working with them, which I'm really excited about.
That's awesome.
And then, I don't know what adventures are down the line for me.
Do you have any big career goals?
Career goals. It's a good question. I sort of ride this interesting line. I was in industry for a long time. This is actually my first academic job.
Yeah.
I worked in industry mostly.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of at this crossroads of, well, do I stay in academia or do I go back into industry? And because what I do is a bit different than what most geologists do. I would say I'm mostly a research scientist. And it's hard to find positions in industry where you get to just do research, but it's hard to find positions in academia where you get to do applied research. So it's an interesting question. And I think as long as I still get to do what I love, I'll be pretty happy wherever I end up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, you sound like you're on a good path already. So
I hope so.
Awesome. I love that. Well, I have been testing everybody this week.
Oh, okay.
I love it. So what is 33?
33. Oh, see, and this is where you're going to prove to everyone that I'm not a geochemist.
It's fine. Nearly everyone's got it wrong this week.
Okay.
It's really hard.
Okay. So 33 would be on the right-hand side.
Yes.
Is it arsenic?
It is.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. You're impressive.
Nice.
I've stumped a lot of people.
Have you?
It's been very good.
Amazing. Amazing.
That's awesome. What about number 3?
Ooh, I should know this one. So it goes hydrogen. What's on the other side? Hydrogen. My boss, Sean Barker, is going to watch this and we're going to have a little chat when I get back. It's not fluorine.
No. Number 9 is fluorine.
9 is fluorine. Okay, so I'm too far over. Number 3, hydrogen.
I would take a guess that might be one of your favorites.
Might be one of my favorites.
You may have spoken about it already.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is it lithium?
It is.
Okay, now I'm really embarrassed. I got the hard one and not the easy one.
I know. So
this is amazing. This is amazing. So it's actually really interesting. I don't work much in lithium. So even though I do the LIBS, I'm really working more in the porphyry space. And so it's like, where does lithium
I know,
sit?
where does it sit? I don't pay attention to that.
Okay, now I will never forget that.
I know.
Thank you, Jess.
Oh, you're so welcome. But no, it has been so nice hanging out with you this week, and thank you for the little chat. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you soon.
Absolutely, that would be wonderful. Thank you for everything you do. Love GeoHUG. Can't get enough.
That's so kind. Thank you so much.
Please keep it up. You make a lot of people happy and bring a lot of people into this space.
That's really cute. Thank you.
Thanks, Jess.
Have a great day.
You too.